Oh, did this update properly? I believe it did. So let's just quickly refresh this. Yes. Yes, indeed. We are updated. And I'm unmuted. And we'll do a tweet. We'll do a Discord. And then we'll get going. Which, I mean, one nail is already gone. It's gone right here. So, where's the camera here? I maybe should zoom in a little bit more. It's a very sad opening today. Okay. Tweet, Discord, those things. And I don't think this will be a super long stream. And my title is kind of dramatic, I realize. But, like, that's what's happening. And I think, honestly, that breaking the rest of this nail off, this nail that's been such a problem, while I was out and about, made me less inclined than ever to repair it again. And not to just, Hey, Luke. Hey, Music Al. Welcome in, you guys. I was just thinking I should give Luke an MVP badge after last night, but then I realized he can't be MVP and mod. And he's too good of a mod to turn into, or not MVP, VIP. LJ, hello. Okay, Discord before I forget. Oops. Okay, candy cane peelies and then chopping off my nails. Yeah, so this happened while I was shopping, and like there are times when that would have like absolutely ruined my fucking day. I mean, like really, like would have been something that could completely shift my mood, completely put me from being like in a good mood to a bad mood. And when it happened today, I was just kind of like, that was expected. Like I wasn't shocked at all. Hey, Amethyst. Hi, Anne. And the one on my index that we were trying to prevent. Well, you can see where, and I've got the weirdest tip wear on this manicure, you guys. But yeah, you can see right here where it's wearing. It's because, well, that is an edge now. It's a break. And there is also this rather large chip. It wore very oddly. I think I still have some things I need to learn about using foils with gels this way. Because, here, let's zoom in here. Let's get, wait, I did all that. What is this a notification of? Oh, it's a message. I'll look at that later. Okay, so I did actually end up adding another layer of top coat because I it was like where I was getting any kind of tip wear with the top coat, I was getting really weird wear like here with the not vinyls. With the foils also. I think that's a good zoom. So, hey Sunburnt. I'm just looking. It actually kind of went separately. The reason I was mainly so unsurprised is because the patch had already failed and the gel polish was holding it together, and I could see that. It was really, I don't know if I want to say irresponsible or dumb or whatever of me to go out without like doing anything to it, just looking at me like, well, I just felt so lazy about it, honestly. So I think I had kind of already come to the decision that it was a chop and not a patch type of a situation now that 12 days of Christmas are over. So, yeah, where was I? Oh, these weird, like you can see here, it's like places where I didn't quite get the edge sealed. The the foil would sometimes lift and go away. I mean, I have all the, and even like the tips. I mean, it doesn't look bad. Like these two are probably the best still, but like really look at the tips there. That was covered with foil when I was first done, and I mean, this is just a disaster because of the break. This was actually a spot where it was lifting, and I tried to like repair it and stick it back down and maybe like bond it on with a little bit of extra top coat. Basically, all that was only a temporary solution, and I don't know where that chip of polish ended up going. But as far as like sticking power with gel, I never would have been able to wear them this long with ready for takeoff. Excuse me. So I do give the Madame Glam peel off base coat credit for that. Why is this not? Sorry, guys. I'm trying to get my other camera up here. There we go. It was not wanting to. I just heard Beanie do a little snore. Hi there, sleepy boy. So, I think if it had been any other regular kind of a gel manicure, I wouldn't have had these weird, like probably most of these weird problems. Even like these spots where I've got like the chipping. I think that's all the fault of the foils. And I think I just maybe need to do either 2 layers of top coat or just really, really be even more mindful than I was as far as wrapping the tips. Oh, excuse me. Is this? It is on. Maybe I should put my sweater on. I am a little bit chilly. Hope I'm not catching a cold. I damn well better not be. I do not appreciate. See, like right there, that was this break getting stuck in my hair. It's like I've been having to fix my hair with one finger like off to the side on both hands, which I mean makes it really really awkward. And these twists are already frizzy enough without like my nails getting caught in them and making them even more frizzy. I'm trying to stretch them like another week. They really probably should come out now, but I'm kind of not. I'm not. I don't want to have to mess with my actual hair yet, so the twists are staying in for a while. So we're gonna peel this off. I already oiled my nails a while ago, and then choppy time. Where's my orange stick? Or rather, I see many orange sticks here, but where's the orange stick that's not all like gross and stained with polish? Oh, I got polish on it. That's what happened. I think it was this one. We can still use it. Or was it a different one? Maybe I should just get a fresh one. Okay, hold on. I've got like 100. So I just prefer, whoops, sorry, not to have one that's all stained with polish when I'm just doing peelies. And I like to make sure that this is not like splintery, because I mean I am going in around my cuticles and around the edge of my nail. You could like give yourself a splinter. That would kind of suck. So kind of like I like to sharpen the point when I'm water marbling. Oops, I'm not on camera. I like to kind of buff this end when I'm going to be using it for peelies. That's the other reason I like using that same specific orange stick, because I don't usually like mess with them this much. But see now, oh, and this happened. I stained my finger on a marker. But now it's nice and smooth. No like sharp, splintery bits ready to cut into your finger. So let's get the other camera on also. I don't know about a year in peelies, you guys. I've been so enjoying not having to edit lately. That would be quite a project. Oh, all my nails are going to be that short in a minute, you guys. I'm not exactly looking forward to it, but I think it will be really nice not to have to worry. Oh wait, I don't want to record yet. It will be really nice not to have to worry about patches for a while. Let's find our edges first. So, like I said, this is wearing really well. There we go. And this will just ensure that we get a nice, clean peel video instead of having to search around while we're recording. I thought that was the edge and it wasn't. Oh, there we are. There we go. And I feel like I very often cut my nails down around New Year's, but I don't do it frequently otherwise. I mean, I file my nails all the time. I try to keep them at like a consistent length, but actually like cutting them down, you guys know, is pretty rare for me. I went out today just to run like a couple regular errands. And I mean, I knew it would probably be busy because people are doing after Christmas type of shit. And I thought that I would end my my outing with an eggnog shake from McDonald's, right? Guys, why is McDonald's already not selling eggnog shakes anymore? Like, really, you couldn't keep it through the end of the month? Seems logical to me. Like, eggnog also is for New Year's. I'm like, you guys still got eggnog shakes? They're like, no, not at this location. I'm like, well, are there any locations around here that still have them? They're like, no, not in this area. I'm like, I mean, I didn't curse the poor little McDonald's employee out because it certainly wasn't her fault. But I was rather disappointed. I was disappointed to the fact that I called McDonald's out on Twitter, which is not something that I'm in the habit of doing. But fucking for real, McDonald's. All right, that's my vent for the evening, and I feel much better after having gotten that off my chest, you guys. And I'll be able to see much better once I finish cleaning my glasses here, so bear with me just a moment. Oh, my glasses are super dirty. They need more than just this little microfiber cloth. Hey, yo. I saw your post that you started Hollow Knight. Never even heard of what? Never even heard of McDonald's eggnog shake? You don't mean that, Music Gal. Surely, of course, somebody, who was that? Replied on my tweet and was like, they have eggnog shakes? Like, it's kind of a Christmas tradition for me, except I willingly didn't do it last year. This year, I thought about it, and I just didn't get to it before Christmas. I thought, well, surely it's like their shake of the month. They'll have it through the end of the year. Nope. Yes, you do. Oh, my God. I mean, some people are not eggnog fans, and if you're not an eggnog fan, you are wrong. But I suppose if you think eggnog is nasty, then making it into a shake is not going to suddenly make it delicious to you. But I like eggnog. I think eggnog kind of gets a bad rep. You're one of those people, Sunburnt. Oh, why though? Like, Luke too. No. Dying a lot. Used to love the eggnog shake. Yeah, you will die a lot, yo. And as long as you can get back and get your ghost, you're fine. My one advice. Well, I mean, I would have lots of advice if you want advice, but I'm not just like hand out advice unless you ask. Is always get your ghost, and if you can, like, spend as much money as you possibly can, so you're not wandering around with a whole bunch of money, like when you go into a new dangerous area. Well, the nice thing is, I mean, even I mean, this is pretty much nub length. You can see the tip of my fingers, you guys, and boy, it's a tender little baby. I mean, the tips of my fingers don't generally see the light of day. They're one of those areas that when all of a sudden they're exposed, it's like, it feels weird. But I mean, I have pretty big hands and pretty big nail beds. So even when my nails are short, my nails are not small. Just not your cup of tea. They even make an eggnog tea, Luke. Would you try that? It really didn't taste very eggnoggy to me. I mean, it's tea, so it's not as eggy. You can only get so many flavors out of like herbs in a pouch. I mean, they can get some pretty good flavors, lots of them, but not really true eggnog. I'm pretty sure they do. Or no, I think it's peppermint mocha, and mocha's coffee, isn't it? Or is mocha chocolate? I'm confused. The cupcake shop had peppermint cocoa cookie dough. I had a sample, but I didn't get any. Eggnog daiquiri, hell yeah. Eggnog just ruins good liquor. There's liquor that's already eggnog. It was on sale at the liquor store, but not enough for me to buy it. It was like, it's kind of expensive, and it's like, it's sharply alcoholic, which is not what I drink eggnog for. And it was only like $2 off. Like, dude, Christmas is over, and while I do support eggnog drinking through the cold winter months, you can't still be charging damn near full price on that. Mocha is coffee plus chocolate, so I was both right and both wrong. All right, you guys, we're gonna peel this so that we can keep going. Yeah, as far as that, I play on controller. I play on a PS4 controller. Technically, keyboard is more accurate. But like I'm not a keyboard gamer. I can't imagine. I mean, I can type, but I can't imagine trying to game on a keyboard. It would feel very foreign to me. Dr. Crotron started out on controller. Oh, this one's going too, you guys. Dr. Crotron started out on controller, and he got to a point where he decided to give keyboard a try, and he really likes it. But I think he's had some experience with keyboard gaming before. So it really comes down to your personal preference. Like there are some things that keyboard players say they literally could, like most of the keyboard, maybe not most, several of the keyboard players that I know or that I watch started out with controller, and they say that there are certain moves that they can do on keyboard that they never were able to do on controller. But these are also, talking about like super, super high level players trying to do like very precise tricks. I think for casual playthrough, there's absolutely nothing wrong with the controller. I can't imagine switching from controller unless I start having a lot of hand pain. Because that is a reason that some people have switched to keyboard also. But that's also a thing, like if you're like really, really playing a lot. So while I was peeling this one that we thought was holding on pretty good, can you see that? Where are we here? So, and you got to be careful. I mean, you see that like flew off to a corner of my desk where I'm going to have to find it later. Your nails, especially in the winter, can be brittle, and that's one of the reasons why people don't like recommend trimming your nails, because it could crack or fracture in like a way that you don't really want it to do. In my case, I feel like sitting there and just sawing down. I mean, like my nails are pretty long right now. To sit here and file down, this nail or any of these other ones to this length, I'm gonna be sitting there forever. I'm gonna have a pile of dust. I'm gonna be inhaling nails. So yeah, I use a clipper cautiously, and then I go to file. And I'll get it to like where I want it ish with the clipper. And then I'll go in with my big file, and then I'll probably go in with my little file. What is on my big file? The heck is that? A little piece of nail polish or something. Like poison, herbs in the pouch like a rap parody. And you're an 11 player. I used to play that. I used controller on that because I got used to, I played it on PC, but when I was first exposed to it was on PlayStation. Cats crawling on you and slapping each other. All right, so is this a good zoom for you guys? And this one has like some residue of gel on it too. That's what I just clipped off there. But you can also get, it's almost hard to see here. Is that part? It's hard to tell if that's the gel or if that's, like, you know, your nails are made up of layers. So if your nails are like dry or if, you know, whatever, with the clippers, you can get some cases where you'll create little peeling spots. Also not a good thing. So I give myself plenty of leeway. But I'm not afraid to like use the clippers. So, all right, we're just going to go for it. And we'll worry about the pieces later. And part of it is like knowing that you could get like a crack across the edge of where you're going. So like don't angle it all down. If anything, angle a little bit up and you can correct it. Oh, we're going to go short, you guys. We're going so short because this nail's already short. And in fact, this one probably could a little bit more. Now this break, this is the other one. Remember when this was just a tiny little tear in the side? Now it's about halfway across the nail. Gosh, this one is lower than I thought. We're still doing it. Start off high. You don't, especially when there's already an existing break, you don't want it to like really break deeply. So we'll just do like that. They're all going to be so short. I'm trying to go. I'm not going to worry about the polish remover right now. Fingertip length, but there's going to be a couple that are shorter than fingertip length. And we'll see if I feel like making the rest of them actually absolutely match. This is so sad, you guys. So sad. Okay. Just looking at it hurts you. I know. See, now even the, like, look how much shorter they are, but I've still got like free edge here, like a lot. I'm intentionally going actually quite a bit shorter than I'm comfortable with. And it's going to be just a nice, fresh start for the new year. I never hate them as much as I think I'm going to. And I'm trying to keep that in mind. Short nails are cute. I I feel like my hands overall look better with long nails. Like my hands start looking kind of manly without my nails. That might just be in my head though, I don't know. I did a pretty good job on this hand. We can go a little bit shorter here. And then I'm not sure about the rest of this evening. I really thought I was going to get my errands done a lot quicker than I did. I don't know. I expected it to be crowded out, but not as crowded as it actually was. So things took longer because of freaking other people. Yes, and it's always really kind of interesting. Oops, wrong direction here. To see like how fast they actually grow. Get these little clippings out of the way. Some of them, the ones I could track down at this moment. I mean, sometimes it's like, man, don't put an eye out. I'll try to. Let me see how I'm gonna try to keep at least some of this on camera. If I'm like right here. What am I feel like I'm rolling over something. Might have been my shoe. Okay. Yes, that exactly, LJ. That's one of the reasons I don't really want to go lower than fingertip length. I could still take off a little bit here. But I don't want them to look too lopsided either. Hey, Sakrista. Okay, so this is gonna be probably a little kind of awkward. This is kind of on camera though. And now I'm really like, this is like my big old glass file. Getting down to like fingertip length and more evening up the edge. Because it's hard to get an actual super straight across with the clippers, I feel like. Because of the way your nail naturally shatters. And you can like clip them right after you get out of the shower or something. When they're softer, and that's less likely to happen, but there are downsides to that also, I feel like. You know, like, I never want to, like, file my nails when they're wet, and I always want to file them after I clip them. Yes, actually, beanies, so, like, you know, like, regular, and I was going to mention something about that, like, these are, like, technically toenail clippers, because they're big and they're straight across. Like little old, the small version of like nail clippers. I mean, like my hands are large. Those are small and silly. They're not going to get anything done accomplished for me. Okay. And then once I've taken off more of the length and gotten them to like fingertip, where are we here? Like fingertip length. Like see, you can barely see any nail there now. I'll go back in with my smaller file and just like do the edges and like finish off. Cause this guy is like a honking large, I mean, nail file compared to, and this is like in the case. So as far as like, I don't know if I want to call it detail work, but that type of stuff, I don't know. This is like my workhorse nail file. But what I was gonna say when you said that, I was so easily getting sidetracked, is that I do have a separate pair that are they're beanies, and they're easy to keep track because they're the ones with the rounded edge, and of course you're not supposed to use rounded edge on your toes, and I just generally don't on my nails because I don't cut my nails rounded. Beanie is actually due for a manicure. He's very good about it because he knows he gets treats when it's done. This one is one that I got at my local state fair. So it doesn't have like actually a brand name to it. It was a shop that it was like in one of the bazaar type of buildings that had just a bunch of scissors, and it's also where my nail implement is from, and this small one. I really like it because all glass files are not created equal, and this one really gets the job done. You start jonesing to chop them off when they're past your fingertips. I mean, everybody's different. Everybody is different. Like, my mom is always so funny when she shows me. She's like, look how long my nails are. And I look, and even when her nails are long, they're so tiny. And I'm like, well, that actually is long for you, though, because she'll have like a lot of free edge to it. But her hands are so small compared to mine. And her nails on her, you know, just little tiny child hands, I tell her. Oh. Yeah, I just feel like, I don't know. It's like one of those things, like, you know, not exactly makeup for your hands, but they draw, you know, longer nails draw your eyes in like a longer line. They make my fingers look less stubby to me. The length my left hand was at before I just chopped it off is probably close to my ideal length. It was kind of interesting if you look at the thumbnail picture for the 12 Days of Christmas compilation. And like I've mentioned before too, sometimes if I do have a little bit of free edge, I'll just use like the background of the nail file to kind of look at it, and instead of just like having it out in the air or on the white, like give it something to give yourself some perspective and some reference on it. See if you're really as straight as you think you are. What was I saying? Hate filing. Yeah, filing is, I don't hate the sensation. I don't love the sound. It's not quite chalkboard nails for me, but I feel like I do. I mean, I know I don't. Technically, I know I don't because I have such trouble finding gloves, but to me, they feel stubby. Especially without that'll be a benefit. Like, all my gloves will fit awesome for 2 weeks. Oh, the thumbnail. If you look at day 1 versus day 12, my nails are noticeably longer. Because almost every nail in that thumbnail is all my left ring finger. And it's kind of interesting to see how fast it grew over basically just 2 weeks. So I expect that my nails will be back to a length that I find okay by February. I mean, it won't take long. We're going to have to soak off this excess gel and stuff too. I'm not planning on doing a manicure tonight. Probably just going to like give my nails some like super intensive hydration. They need that after 12 days of Christmas anyway, but we do have New Year's nails to think about, and I'm not sure. I might end up doing those before Saturday, but I'm not sure. Yet to be determined. I mean, when they're this short, usually my rule is never naked nails, because that's when breaks happen. But when they're this short, I mean, that's not... God, they're so short. So short. Okay. Yeah. I'm sometimes surprised. It depends on the keyboard too. Like, whether I am actually typing with my nails or whether I'm typing with my fingers depends on the keyboard, and it depends on the length of my nails, and it depends on like how close of attention I'm paying. But I know there was somebody at my work, and when I went there, she no longer got fake nails, but there were, like, to that day, tales of how loud her fake nails would clack on the keyboard because they were so long that she had to type with her nails. Yeah, my right hand was kind of short, but my left hand was like really nice and long without feeling like, I don't want to say handicapped, but there is a certain length where you can still be functional, but you have to be very, very mindful of your nails. I think a lot of you guys that have had long nails probably know exactly what I mean. Like, there's a point where they're long, but they're still just like, you know, it's regular. And then there's a point where all of a sudden you're like aware of your nails, and like how careful you have to be with them for everything. And the left hand was not to that point. It was like as long as it could be and not be to that point. And then there's the point where, you know, it does actually start to impact what you can do. I've never been to that point. I don't think I would want to. Of course, those people would probably say that there is no such point. But, I mean, there's a point where it like, honestly, like, has to. Especially, like, here. And you got to deal with, like, gloves and zippers and coats and things. Car doors in the cold. Yeah, it's probably a blessing in disguise. Car doors in the cold. When I went car shopping, it wasn't an absolute make it or break it requirement, but I was looking very carefully at the door handles. Because if you've ever had a car that has just the door handles where you just like reach in and pull up, just imagine you go out and you don't know that your car doors are frozen and you go to grab that and it doesn't open and it breaks all your nails. Just imagine that. I've never like had it break all my nails, but I've definitely had it do like multiple at a time in my old vehicles. So the 300 has the type that it's you grab and grip, and then it actually has a button that you push with your thumb. Or wait, no, you pull the whole thing. Wait, is it a button or a pull? Oh my God, this is my car that I've had for 7 years. Anyway, you can grip the whole thing with your hand. You don't have to go in there with your fingers and your vulnerable nails. Yeah, just far enough to take damage. I can understand that, and I should be careful of that. That's why the one year when I did this, I went round so that even my corners were not sticking out or anything. All right, let's switch to the smaller file. The point comes sooner for some people. I think that's fair. Yeah, man. Frozen doors in Minnesota with long nails is a very special kind of challenge that not everybody knows about. Now, when you're filing too, like I always like check that there's not like that little part that goes on the underneath. Everybody knows about that part. We're just gonna like round our corners a little bit. People always ask me like, well, how do you file your nails? Like very haphazardly, to be honest. Like I just look at them and go to town. Yeah, these cuticles are gonna need some attention. Yeah, the scragglies. The little. Yeah, I mean, is there a technical term? There's so many like technical terms. Like, oh, the cuticle's not the cuticle. It's the epinetium or whatever the fuck it's called. Like, man, it's the cuticle. Quit tripping. No, I know there's technical names for everything, but man, that's so good. That's like the technical names or the Sanskrit names for see, one of the reasons I really like this file is because the edge is pointed, so I can use it like right under the edge to get those scragglies to pop up, and then like the Sanskrit names of yoga positions, they're so long and complicated. Like, my God, how am I ever supposed to remember this? Oh, such short nails. They're looking pretty good though. Like, there's not a bunch of staining. I've still got some polish on here we're going to have to get rid of, but, well, and this blue thing on my finger, but they'll grow out really nice and healthy. Yeah, I think the hyponychium is this part and the eponychium is this part. I think. Not a licensed nail tech disclaimer. Like white haystacks, yeah. Alright, so we're going to have to soak off the rest of this patch too. In fact, maybe we'll do that as soon as we finish this little filing here. Well, maybe not. I'll wait. And I used to just be like paranoid about it all filing the sides of my nails. And now I'm like less paranoid about that. Like I like a little bit of taper to my nail shape. I mean, it's nearly impossible to do at this length, of course, but like even when I'm rounding the corners and doing a little bit of side filing, like as long as you're not like getting all up in there at the very, you know, tenderest connected part, like just be gentle. Again, this is just my own personal. Oh, that's really low. That is much lower than I'm comfortable with, and it's crooked. Ugh. I thought for just a second, I was like, well, I'll just patch that one nail, and then I was like, nope. It's just gonna have to suck it up and be really, really short. Like there's literally no nail edge there. It's tender right there. It's so short. It doesn't hurt. But if I had not, like if that had been the patch to fail while I was out shopping instead of the other one, that could have gone badly, because it could have certainly you know, ripped much deeper. Let's, if I'm right here, how close can I zoom in and you guys can still see what I'm doing? Yeah. Oh, little poor little nail. Hey, Emmy. Hyponychium? Like that? Yeah, I don't even know. Usually I don't know. I go back to like my grade school phonetics or just guessing or whatever. One of the things, like there's a certain section of my vocabulary that I know the word and I have no clue the pronunciation. One of the things I really like about ebooks is that if I see a word I don't know, like a lot of times if I'm reading and I can understand due to context what the word means, even if I don't know it, who's going to go like actually go look it up? But when it's on an ebook and all you have to do is like touch the word, like it's so convenient. And if you want, they'll pronounce it for you. Emmy, thank you for the Twitch Prime subscription. Aw, thank you. Had to come join. I'm so glad you could come hang out. Aw, thank you for using your Twitch Prime subscription on me. Macabre. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Subs always just thrill. It's like we said, the puppy pile of validation. And especially like when somebody comes and it's like you've just come and you've liked what you've seen enough on YouTube to come over and join us and to subscribe and all that, and it's it's great. Welcome. This is kind of, I mean, this is not normal. The Peelies were normal. I don't know if you were here for the Peelies. We well, and the actual snipping. But if you watch me on YouTube, you know I am very rarely so short of nail. And you know, as often as I've had requests for it, I think I've only ever done the one like cutting and filing video. I've never really done something like this where I've showed the entire whole process. I mean, I'm trying to remember that when it's such a long time ago. And it's a longer one, but I mean, it's not something like this where I'm literally just doing it on camera and chatting. But after I mentioned it and people were like, well, of course you should stream it. I didn't want to just like show up on Saturday with short nails. Like, well, I know you guys wanted to see it, but I just sat at home by my lonely self and did it without you. Plus, what would be the fun in that? Yeah, it's been a very, very long time since they've been this short at me. I don't know. I'm sure I've taken them this short before, but it's very, very odd. He makes up words that sound real. It's like you authors should submit that to the dictionary for this ebook if you're going to be throwing that in here. The controller, I've been thinking about it sunburned. The main difference is going to be on my thumbs because I've already, since I've been playing, been wearing my thumbs quite a bit shorter than I usually would, and a little bit shorter proportionally to the rest of the hand. I can't walk. Because like the main thing is like I mentioned before, like when my thumbnail gets long and I start accidentally hitting options or this button when I'm doing square, like I mean you can see how long my thumb would have to be to accidentally be pushing that. But like the way that I grip the rest of the controller, of course I might notice it kind of down here. We'll have to see. Maybe if I can find something quickly to eat for dinner. I kind of want to play tonight, but I don't know if I have time. It's already almost 8. Um, I wanted to try. I wanted to try a thing after last night's success before moving on to all skills. Well, I mean, of course, it's not like once I move on to all skills, I can never just goof around on whatever again, but I mean, all skills is not something I feel comfortable just jumping into. I don't even know the route completely. I know that part of the route involves the skip up to Watcher Nights with no wings, even though you eventually get wings because it's all skills and wings are a skill. I think wings are a skill at least. But like they come into the city a different way and go up there and then open up the hallway. The risque bean leg. Excuse me, Beanie, what are you doing there? Man cat things. Sometimes he doesn't leave us to do his man cat things. He does them right on stream. Hey, buddy. What are you doing there? Hi. Hi, people are watching you. Do that. Oh, man. For a minute, I thought he was leaving. I was like, I didn't mean to make you self-conscious, Beanie. The one thing I do like about when my nails are short is that none of my little weird, uneven, curly, curvy spots show, like, at all. This index nail is one of the worst the longer it gets. So the plan for New Year's, maybe it's still the plan. I can do it on short nails. It's just maybe not 2 on each nail anymore. The plan for New Year's was multi-chrome pigment fireworks. Using kind of the same technique as I used for the chrome water marble. I wasn't set on it though. I would like to try that at some point. I don't know what else I might do. Although then Sunburnt, was it you Sunburnt that was talking about doing the stained glass but with multi-chromes? And I was like, well, maybe I should use the multi-chromes with a vinyl instead of like freehanding it. I'm very indecisive. I'm not even 100% positive. I need to go back and look and see what color of vinyl pigments I even have, because I haven't used them. They're from the same set as the gold, which I think is the set from Elite 99. Oh man, so short. This one really though, Oops, off camera. Let's move back down here. Oh, so much nail dust. Get off of my mat. Oh, there's the desk you guys don't usually get to see. I'm going to need like a wet Simlicious 83. Thank you for the follow. Okay. Since shaking them onto the napkin did not work, let us try a damp paper towel. I don't usually have this much nail dust, y'all. I don't know how to cope. It's stuck to the silicone. This is better. A holochrome and a stamp. Yeah, I just... Speak to me, short nails. You still need some work, short nails. Like you... Especially on this hand with this one that is so... Like it's so short. The little bits I almost can't even get. Let's... Where's my... Uh-oh. Aren't you in there? There you are. Okay, we've got Clippy. Let's soak off the remains of this patch. Kind of hard to see, but it's otherwise it'll just flake off, and I might as well just properly remove it. Oh, you don't want to cut them down. I can relate. I have been struggling with these breaks for the whole 12 days of Christmas. Because out of all the times of the year, I didn't want to have short nails during 12 days of Christmas. And it was like every other day or sometimes every day, I was having to repair these stupid patches. Let's also see. Oh yeah, some of this is just a little bit of residue where we've got peel off base coat residue and some gel polish residue. Yes, I know some people are like, no, stop it, it's cringy. I'm not going to get like super into doing my cuticles on camera because I know it makes some people cringy. But there is like a considerable amount of like gel polish residue here. You could use an orange stick too, like if you don't trust your own strength. But generally, like just don't get super into it, and a metal tool will help you. Like, okay, so here we've got these little bits of red left on the pinky. Just like that. Right here, there's a chunk of gel polish. There. Almost there. That. So that was easy to just, you know, of course that nail's going to have to get soaked to get the rest of its patch off, but that's what I'm just getting rid of the rest of that. Once I'm done streaming, I'm going to probably go do a Zoya sugar scrub, because you guys know I love those. I feel like it gets rid of a lot of the dead skin, and it like is moisturizing. I really did enjoy the manicure though. And you guys, Grandma approved. Grandma approved of the manicure. Oh, you were at Sally today. Yeah, I think I'm just going to give in and go ahead and just order it online. Because if I had ordered it online when I first started talking about it, guess who'd already have new gel? I didn't. Of course, now I don't need it. Shit. I should probably wait to buy it so it's not just sitting here getting old. Alright. All the patch residue is gone there. We'll use the same little cotton ball on the other ring finger that was patched. Yeah, no. I'm glad we had this little conversation, because now that I think about it, yeah, there's no point in the world to buying more fresh gel when my nails are this short. See, look how short this nail is, but then compared to this one, like you can see it has a free edge, so it starts looking long. I barely even have enough nail on my thumb to like push back my cuticles a little bit. For the most part though, with a couple exceptions, like I've managed to protect the very tenderest tip of my nail. So I'm happy about that. Let's see about this. There we go. And is there a little bit? There's a little bit left here. Cute. Thank you. Yeah, if you guys have any questions about how to make X work on short nails, now is the time of year to ask. I mean, the majority of my designs can work on short nails with just like a little bit of, tweaking. I mean, like, okay, we'll take the candy cane for example. Okay, so the candy cane was really long. This is the one that was on the broken nail, so it's already half ripped in half. I mean, if you had short nails, you would just do it either super tiny or, smaller, slightly smaller. It doesn't, the technique doesn't change depending on the length of your nail. Water marbling is the one possible exception to that because you do have to be a lot more mindful of the size of the designs that you're drawing and the size of the patterns that you're making. Oh, your tray table. Yeah, toenails are difficult. Mine still need more attention after my admitted cutting with no filing and no switching of the polish. Oh. All right, we're almost done here. I do believe. Yeah, so there we go. It's I don't want to say it's like a shock or like it's like, oh, but it's weird. It's weird to see my nails this short. It just and it partly blows my mind too that I'm at a point where I can willingly and happily do this and be okay with it. I'll probably still mess around and do some filing. A couple other little places. Look, I got a little hang nail here that needs attention. I'm not gonna grab it and pull it off. I'm gonna find my cuticle nippers and trim it off because that's what cuticle nippers are for. Don't ever please pull a hangnail or put it in your mouth and bite it. My mom tries to pull that in front of me, and I'm like, I just look at her and she's like, she's like, I wasn't doing anything. I'm like, look, I just saw you with your hands in your mouth. A foot spa for pedicure. I turned that into a tongue twister, even though I don't think it actually is. Yeah. I always thought it would be maybe nice to have one of those things that looks like an orange stick, except the end looks like it's coated in sandpaper for doing cuticles. I usually use, like, this is the end that I usually seem to end up using for nail art and stuff. It's not blade sharp, but, like, it's sharp enough to cut through polish decals and stuff. And then the other end is this, like, cuticle pusher, which is also, like, not blade sharp, but it's sharp enough to, like, scrape away some excess cuticle stuff. Again, gently. But yeah, definitely gonna do a sugar scrub and a bunch of oil, all that good stuff, and treat these nails kindly until at least tomorrow or possibly Friday or Saturday. I have some things to take care of, but I am not going to my grandma's house on Friday, so usually Friday is an absolutely probably not a stream day, even though it seems like sometimes I even race home from grandma's house and stream. But there may be a Friday stream. There will, of course, be a Saturday stream in the afternoon and a Sunday stream in the evening. I will post updates regarding anything else in Discord, which is there for anybody who's not already there. Feels odd when you make, oh my god, you're right, I like did it as I was reading it. Yeah, usually I can't get like this kind of a fist. It's like a It reminds me of sometimes I try to like that with my lips, and it has never felt the same since I got my piercing, except for the couple times when I've had it out and then I'm like doing all these weird things with my lips because it feels so strange not to have it in there. That's what doing this feels like with short nails. Yeah. And it's I mean, I'm not exactly superstitious. I'm not exactly not superstitious. I don't think you need to wait for the new year to make a change, but I think the new year is a great time to make a change. If that makes sense. Like, it's not like, oh, better wait until the new year to make that change, but also it's like, hey, it's the new year. Why not try something a little different? I don't know if that makes it all sense. It did in my head. It made less when I said it. Just got some gel residue left over there. Just flaked off. Okay, good. Yeah, because like the streaming thing is something that instantly came to mind. Like, it would have been easy to say, oh, I'll do that. I'll start that in the new year. And I started on like the 12th of May or something. The follow after the sub. This following is important too, though. I don't know if when you're subbed, you automatically get the same notices as following. So thank you for the follow, Emmy. Let's see if there's anyone for me to send you guys to. Thanks for hanging out with me while I go through this what would have used to been a traumatic experience, but no longer is. But it's still it's like a shift in my worldview for the next couple weeks. Not to be dramatic. Where, man. There's the Bob Ross stream is not on. That's always a good one. What do you guys think about some glass blowing? Interested? Or would you prefer some games? Probably most of y'all are about to head off and do other things. Yeah, I hope you can make it again too, Emmy. It was good to meet you. Yeah, I think I'm not super familiar with this dude. We're just gonna host, not raid. He's not a friend, just a cool creative that I found the other day. Pretty casual stream. Work prep, blah. Well, I may be back later to keep you company during the rest of your prep. If I can, like I said, if I can find something to eat quickly, if I can get going by like 9 or 9:30, I might sneak in a Hollow Knight run. Otherwise, if it gets to be too late, I'm just going to adult and not stream into the late hours of the night, especially since I kind of have to wrench my schedule around a little bit. But beauty gurus do Bob Ross paintings on their faces. That sounds cool. All right, Sunburnt. Yeah, was on YouTube, Ann, or on Twitch? Nail shelves off to put your polishes up. That's awesome, LJ. Such good husband gifts in my community. You guys found the good men. I just saw that comment, so Krista. Merry Christmas to you also. Oh, Nikki Tutorials and James Charles. Yeah, I love Bob Ross. I would probably send you guys there if he was on, but he's not. So I'm going to host this dude. He blows various things in glass. He's said, if you want to pay me, I'll make it for you. I've seen him make a few different things. Yeah, so if you like what you see, of course, there'll be a little link that you can go to the channel, because I'm just hosting, so it'll be on my channel. I always like to give a little explanation, because I know not everybody's familiar with Twitch, but yeah, if I'm on later, I'll see you. Otherwise, I will see you guys all later. And again, thanks for hanging out and making nubs with me. Have a lovely rest of your day.
I mean, that maybe that